apparently Rick Perry equated homosexuality to alcoholism, and said, you know, I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Well, that's how it works in his house.
Yeah.
First he drinks, then he sucks cock.
Yeah.
For Jesus.
That's how he knows there's a connection.
So here's a clip about that.
Governor, you've taken some heat on something you said about homosexuality. I was struck by your comments. I want to show what you said.
I may have the genetic coding that I'm inclined to be an alcoholic, but I have the desire not to do that. And I look at the homosexual issue as the same way.
It's an issue, the homosexual issue.
You know how you can choose to suck really expensive cocks on the top shelf, or like you can get like the little tiny ones from the bottom that only cost $5.
You have to go to like cock happy hour.
The bargain basement.
What is cock happy hour? It's like 2 dicks.
Don't act like you don't know.
Yeah,
whoa, come on.
Half-price apps.
Every hour is cock happy hour in my house.
You're saying alcoholism is a disease. We know that. Are you saying that homosexuality is a disease as well?
I think my position's been fairly clear on that for a substantial period of time.
I think my idiocy is obvious.
Here's what's more important.
Just tell us your...
He is fucking George Bush's clone in so many ways.
I know, really, right?
He looks like a...
He's a bumbling idiot.
He looks like to me, he looks like an aged Josh Brolin. So.
Who played George Bush in a movie?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Whoa.
That's
Exactly.
probably why Ben makes the association.
Yeah, he does look like George Bush to me, like a younger George Bush. And he sounds like him. They have the same Texas accent to them. So.
He doesn't have that forgivable laugh, though. He doesn't, like, candy.
Yeah, I don't think he looks that much like George Bush because he doesn't have that mischievous glint in his eye.
Yeah.
You know?
He's not
Yeah,
like,
you can always give Bush that. He had kind of like a sniggering smile, like, I can nuke everyone.
It's scary that I'm in charge. Yeah.
No, I'm going to tell you where I think we need to be as a country and what we need to be focused on, and that is not on these social issues. I think the social issues, frankly, should be decided state by state.
Okay, that's not what she asked you,
rather than being something in Washington D.C. to try to make one size fits all.
This is not a Washington D.C. issue we're talking about here.
From the standpoint of social issues and where this country is relative to that, we're a very
Texas should be allowed to be big.
country when you think about it.
So
Stephanie.
why were you referring to alcoholism then? Could you just explain
I
that?
got asked the question and I responded. And
well, then why don't you do that now, you fucking moron?
Alcoholism is a disease. You have the gene.
The issue is one that needs to be decided.
She's like glaring at him too.
Oh, she hates him. You can tell.
not happy.
I don't even know why he's... I mean, I guess I know he has constituents, but at the same time, he knows that he's going to lose. Everyone with that stance is done. Like, It's not going backwards. Just say, fuck it.
It is.
Everyone in America decided, like, yeah, I mean, the bigotry that was chipped away at for decades, we've just decided to re-embrace that all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah.
The tide has fucking turned. I mean, I understand, like, he has to say this to appeal to his base of fucking morons.
Which is Texas, so he will get reelected.
Sure, but I mean, he's not going to get elected president, is what they're saying.
Never. But he's comfortable, you know, being the
We need to
governor
get
of
rid
Texas.
of 3 departments.
Yeah.
Department of Agriculture, Department of
Education.
Yeah, Education, Department of I don't know. We got to get rid of the Justice League too. They're pretty wasteful.
Just keep funding the military.
Can't
All money
keep
for the
cashing those
military.
fat checks for fucking Batman to afford all his planes and shit.
It's state by state, these social issues
Let's
like
talk
that.
about your state. Your Republican Party in Texas just adopted conversion therapy as part of their political platform. Now, conversion therapy is when there's a belief that you can, through therapy, cure people of being homosexual. Now, that's been rejected.
You no longer want the cock.
Yes.
You no longer want
donuts
Instead of cock. So now they're fucking donuts. You've created a monster.
They're gonna eat the donuts, but if that's where your mind went,
Here's
that's
what
cool.
you got to do. Next time you feel the urge to suck a cock, just eat a carrot.
Eat a carrot. That's
Or a banana.
Cock. You're just be like, this isn't nearly as nice as cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what
parody.
the hell is this shit? This ain't no fucking cock.
The medical community for almost
Cock,
4
not
decades.
carrots.
That's being decided by Texas. You're the governor of Texas. You're the leader of the Republican Party in Texas. Isn't that exactly what you were saying?
And I said in that
Isn't that the same thing that you just said?
I said in that remark that I'd leave that to the psychiatrists and the doctors. But here's the more important
rejected
issue.
it.
I'm telling you,
They've rejected
the more important.
Man, she's fucking like hounding his ass.
They did. I mean, they removed homosexuality from the DSM book of mental conditions.
Like in the fucking like 60s or 70s
Yes.
or something. I mean.
So if he's leaving it up to them, they've already made the decision.
Verdict is in.
Yes.
Not a disorder.
I like
Yes.
I like that the compromise for the Republican Party too is like, well, okay, sure you're like that, but let's make you not like that. Like, no, just can't you just accept them? No, we just gotta fix this. We're
They
Republicans.
gotta pray the gay away.
By the time we're done with Richard Simmons, he's gonna love the pussy.
Important issue
That'd be
is
a
one.
scary Richard Simmons.
Hey, I'm Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons swimming in an ocean of vag, and now he's just like, there's no chance for the rest of us because he's just so sensitive and likable.
That we need to be focused on in this country, and that's how to get this country back working
So
again.
you have no
We wanna
opinion on any of this then? You don't have an opinion on either side?
I think my statements stand on their own.
I don't understand it.
No, they fall on their own though.
I can't help
Just
you
as good.
understand it.
Okay. All right.
They're full of
We
shit.
have marriage equality.
She's like, you motherfucker, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I wish they would just let them uncensored say whatever they wanted for like 5 minutes per interview. Just be like, you're a fucking stupid man.
Yeah,
and
I'd like
hate
to
you.
play. I'd like to play the honesty card here for a second.